That's our news. I'm Steve Ernest reporting.
It's time for KOVC Sports.
And welcome here, everyone, to Valley City High School here at Hannah Field. Jerry Edwards with you all today here on 1490 AM, 96.3 FM, KOVC, online at newsdakota.com, and on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Well, it's not the downpour some have forecasted, but it is certainly a drizzle, so we are going to have some sloppy conditions out there today. Of course, me and the camera this time are inside the booth here at Hannah Field, so I will be operating the camera solo. So anybody listening to the live stream today, you got a problem with the cameraman, you have a problem with me. And please don't send me harshly worded letters. I can't take that. But Valley City's getting set to take on the Mayport CG Patriots here on homecoming. This is our Sanford Health pregame show. Here for all, here for good. Valley City is a team that right now I think can best be described as a team looking for an identity. And there have been, 3 head coaches so far in the last 4 or 5 years. A lot of different personnel in through the building, a lot of different schemes, a lot of different styles. And it is, it takes a while to learn a scheme, and you have to seemingly learn one, different one every single year. And that can cause a bit of a slow development. And that's one of the things that we discussed with head coach Chad Smith yesterday. And it was another tough loss for Valley City, no other way to put it. Another shutout, 26-0 loss to Lisbon. It was a game that probably if Valley City just finds a way to get one in the end zone, that maybe it goes different. But just the second half of that game is the exact game Lisbon wanted to play, where they get the lead and they keep the lead and they just suck the life out of the game. You go through pretty much the second half for Valley City went like this. Down by 6 to start out, very much in the game. You go 3 and out, and you punt the ball away to Lisbon with about 10 minutes to go. And then when you get the ball back, Lisbon has already scored a touchdown and has taken what was 10 minutes to go in the third quarter all the way down to 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Then you commit a backwards pass. Lisbon jumps on it, and Lisbon takes the ball with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter and then immediately scores a touchdown, but also runs the clock down to 9 minutes to go in the fourth. So by the time Valley City had their first, real drive since the opening kick of the second half, they found themselves trailing by 3 scores. Ultimately just never really able to get themselves out of the mud, it seemed like, in that third quarter. And even though Valley City, again, got shut out, there was promise to take away from it, specifically in the passing game with Hudson Crewald. Hudson Crewald passing for a season-high 79 yards on, I believe it was 5 of 12 passing. So what you saw from Hudson was an ability to make enough plays, and that's what it's going to take for Valley City, is they just have to be able to stay on schedule. And I feel like if Valley City can get some early momentum, I think that's what they've been lacking in a lot of their losses, has been that early momentum. Against Velva, it was a tight slugfest 0-0, and Valley City never really felt out of it. And I think that's why you saw that's why you didn't see the drop-off in the later stages like we saw against Langdon and like we saw against Lisbon, because Valley City was always in the game. But it feels like Valley City just really needs something to go their way early, to get them a spark, to get them going. And I feel like, if you can get that early jump against a team like Mayport, that it can set you up for success down the road. But it ultimately comes down to minimizing the mistakes, as always. And when I got to talk to Chad Smith yesterday, it's a very interesting insight, on how emotionally, peaks and valleys wise that this game can be, and how it does, how you do have to be able to kind of take the good with the bad, and how he's trying to, let his team know that. I think the one thing he described his team as was a very emotionally based football team, in that they got to be able to keep the emotion up at all times. And it is a very interesting thing to talk about, because this isn't just something to where, there's not emotion to this. This is a very emotional game, and you're going to go through ups and downs, but it's about making sure that for Valley City, it's almost like they never feel out of it. And if Valley City can just kind of keep the momentum, keep the emotion up on their side, you feel like they have a good chance to win this game. We'll be back here in a little bit after our pregame interview with head coach Chad Smith here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Welcome back here, everyone. We are set for another pregame interview with Valley City Highlanders head coach Chad Smith. Coach, it was not a great second half against Lisbon, and the first half was just, it can be completely defined by Lisbon making one unbelievable catch in the corner of the end zone on a fourth down, and then it's just a stalemate, and then you get to the second half, you run 4 plays, and you go from down 6 to down 18.
Yeah, it was we played well for a quarter and a half, and then like you said, I want to be pointing in what I'm saying is I feel like we're kind of an emotionally based team right now. When things go good for us, we play really good. When things go bad for us, we can't dig ourselves out of the hole right now. And so, kid made an incredible catch on a fourth down play where we could have gotten off the field. You know, we had a 10-play drive the series before, and that game may feel totally different than it was. Give Lisbon credit. They were the more physical football team on Friday night, and I thought, you know, the way the track was out on that field, it was really wet. I don't know if anyone saw it, but that natural grass, they got it cut long, and there's water down there. They do it on a reason, and they're good at what they do, and they're good at living with, you know, they're almost kind of like a triple option team where if they get into 4th and 3 or 2 yards, they're going to go for it every time. And we didn't do a good enough job of getting off the field and sustaining drives offensively, and it showed. And it showed in the second half when, you know, those 3 or 4 yard runs now start demoralizing you, and they turn into 7 and 10 and 15 yard runs. And even if you call and scheme it correctly, sometimes it's just they have it going for them, and you don't.
Kind of one of those, it's like sometimes you talk to people and they wake up in the middle of the night with something that just, you know, it gets to them. I assume it was toss play to the left for Lisbon.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I mean, we went and watched back on film, and we sometimes we're not in the right gaps. We're over-guessing things, and by the time you're playing a guessing a game against a team that wants to just throw it down your throat, you're going to start making mistakes, and you're going to continue to do things or that. I mean, we talked about it as a program. I mean, we knew in some of the timeouts and situations, I said, hey, this is the play that's coming at you. Whether we can stop it or not, that's the question now, and we couldn't. So, but, you know, like the old Bill Belichick theory, that's in the past. We've got to focus on the Patriots this week, and we've got to get better to see how we can play against Mayport.
Yeah, now we get over to Mayport, and, you know, there's not many teams that play a style like Lisbon does. Describe to me what it's going to be like seeing this Mayport offense.
You know, Mayport runs a few similar formations like Lisbon does. They'll get in a double tight slot, and they'll get into, you know, I actually ran a couple little old school Maryland. I remember if there's 3 tailbacks in the back and then double wing off of it. But I don't know if they're as physical or they're as sound as Lisbon is in what they've done. You know, they got a pretty decent quarterback. They got a kid that's number 10 who's 6'5", 220 pounds. They could try to figure out how to get him the ball in all sorts of different places, whether that's in trips or doubles and stuff like that. So we just got to make sure that we corral him for the most part, and then make sure that the D-line's sound. I think we hit him up with a couple good pressures this week that we can dial up when we need to in the right situations, and try to get home. I know we're just excited about playing at home and playing in front of our hometown crowd, and being homecoming, there should be a lot of juice and excitement, and let's see if we can get ourselves a spark early and play dominant through the game.
Hudson Crewald against Lisbon, you know, we're still looking for him, of course, to get his first touchdown pass, but to me, he's gotten better every single time he stepped out on the field. And Lisbon, I mean, there were times where he made a lot of plays to keep drives going. I think he had like one big scramble on like a 3rd and 12 that set up a 4th and 1 that helped. It had a couple big third down passes. Are you seeing the same thing I am, where he's getting better the more reps he gets? Yeah,
I agree with you. I think Hudson's getting better as he continues to get more confidence in himself. Now, he was a late joiner for our team. I don't know if anyone knows this, but he didn't show up in fall camp. He wasn't sure if he wanted to play football this fall, showed up about that week before the last game. So he's playing catch-up, and I'm impressed with the way he's handled and grasped the playbook. And like you said, he made a good decision on the one where he bootlegged out to the left. Could have thrown the flat route, decides to tuck it and run, and that's a good sign that for him and us that he wants to value the football and get us into good down and distance positions, right? And he doesn't want to throw it across his body. Could have been a pick if you do that in those situations. So I'm excited to see what he has. We're continuing to grow. Got to get the ball to Derek Shape a little bit more, and Leighton Hendrickson made a great catch on the one spot too. So we're we're searching for pieces to get everything together. So hopefully it all clicks and we finally get things rolling. But we've got to figure out now. We're 4 games into this season now. We've got to start figuring this out together. And it's no fault of anyone else that they've had, different coaches in their years over the last couple of years. But this is the voice that we hear now. And so we've got to all get on the same page and let the past be the past and continue to move forward.
I talked about that during the post-game show, is that this appears to be a team that right now is almost searching for an identity. I mean, there's been, waves of coaches in and out of the building the past few years, some similar faces, some not. But what is it like from not only coaches but maybe a player's perspective when there's just so much turnover leadership-wise from year to year?
Well, that's just it. I mean, we had a long discussion as a team together in some team meetings of just communicating what we see and how we're seeing things. I think we're doing a good job in wanting to play, and I think we want to play tough. I just think sometimes we overthink instead of just do our job right now. And to be quite honest, it's not some of their own fault that they've learned, 3 or 4 different defenses now, for at least 3 for sure, that they've learned defensively scheme-wise with the seniors. So sometimes the language that they say when we talk at practice, all of a sudden I'm like, well, that's an old phrase. We don't use that anymore, and that's not what we want out of that. So we're still growing, and I think really it's more about, can we continue to play physical and fast? When we play physical and fast, we're pretty dang good, but when we stop and we get thinking about things and we go, oh, I got to check to this or check to that, then we're getting ourselves slowed down, and I've got to do a good job as a coach and us as coaches to simplify things, make it more clear-cut to them, and that means, a little bit more film meetings, which is what we've had. We've dialed back a little bit at practice as far as indie stuff and just got into real true team scenario situations and just talk about, hey, just look at the formation. What are they trying to give you? Don't think about things too crazy and complex. Just go, hey, I want to take away this. I want to do that. And if we have defensive ends and nose guards and tackles that slant hard and do the things that they need to do to be chaos creators, we'll be okay defensively. Offensively, I feel like we're growing. Like you said, Hudson's getting better for us, and excited to see what we got going on. Well, we'll see what the track's like today with all the rain that we've had for the last couple of days. So that'll be interesting to see. How, if the field holds up and whether we turn into a mud bowl and we got to turn into two true running teams. And if we do that, we got an idea, and we planned for this on Wednesday that we were going to have a heavy package, and we'll be ready to go for it.
The one thing that this offense seems to me is that against Lisbon, it was the moving the ball down the field, just not being able to finish. It seems like that when the offense is able to, I guess the best word for it would be to stay on schedule, stay ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, that it works well. And it seemed like against Lisbon, in the first, let's say, 2 first downs, the team's able to get the good push up front, but as the kind of drive dragged on, the push was no longer there, and you guys got behind schedule and just weren't able to kind of finish off those drives.
Yeah, I would agree with what you're saying there. We looked tired, too, a little bit. We're playing guys both ways, but that's no excuse. Lisbon's playing guys both ways, too. So we just really talked about as a team, how do we make sure that we keep the juice going through those second and third quarters? And like I said, I think we're kind of an emotionally based team. Some things bad happen to us. We allow it to affect ourselves for maybe 4 to 5 to 6 plays. And in that case against Lisbon, it affected us through the rest of the second quarter and the first part of the third quarter. And next thing you know, like you said, we blinked and we looked up at the clock, and it's 16-0 in a team that's running the ball, controlling the clock, and the clock disappears fast, and they're getting into third and fours and third and sixes, and they're not afraid to run the ball and get to 4th and 2 and then continue to run the ball at us and sustain those drives. There was, I think I'd have to go back and look, but I know for sure on the top of my head there was 3 opportunities for us on 4th down to get off the field, and we didn't do it. So we got to make sure that we continue to get better, and we got to end drives on the Mayport side tonight, and then we've got to continue to have drives, push in the positive field position and actually finish drives and get in the end zone, because it's either a sink or swim scenario for us right now. And like you said, if we stay on schedule, we're not bad. But if we get into a 2nd and 10 or 1st and 20 because of a holding call, yeah, it's hard for us to dig out of those things.
Now we're getting to homecoming, and this is obviously a big day, not only for your football team, but for some of the seniors on this team. You mentioned kind of a special shout-out to Trey McPartland, Corbin Powell, and Caleb McLaughlin, not only being mentioned on the homecoming court, but as leaders on this team. How have those 3 stepped up this year?
Yeah, they've been really good. They all have different voices in the locker room of where they at. Trey is kind of a more quiet kid, but leads with his pads and how he plays on the football field. Corbin's kind of the Mr. Do-It-All for us and wants to wants to do things correctly, and so he's really passionate in film meetings about where we're at and what we got going on with us. So I'm really excited for those guys, and it just shows that they're good quality young men that are their grades are really well. They do well in school. They're pretty popular amongst everyone as friends, and they I've never seen a bad attitude or behavior out of all three of those guys of where that I go, oh gosh, this is not a good person. Every one of them is a great person. I'm excited for what they've got going on, and like you said, homecoming will be sweet. They get announced from the royalty court at the 20-minute mark, and then I told them, I was like, all right, then that's over. We got to get focused on football because that's what we want to do, right? Coaches like homecoming, but at the same time they don't, right? Homecoming's fun and it's exciting for everyone else, but there's a lot of distractions. So how do we eliminate the distractions and focus on what the task ahead of us is?
You said, a lot during this interview that your team is a very emotionally charged football team. We talk about keys of the game at the end, and, that's what we're going to do right now. Is one of those keys to the game kind of making sure that your team just comes out on that even keel and doesn't come out too juiced up and make a mistake early on like what happened against Langdon?
Yeah, I think it's really for us, how do we figure out to get the strike that gets us going? Is that a big hit on kickoff if we defer and we take the ball or we kick the ball first? Or is it when we're on offense, do we go down and score, right? So let's get the positive momentum right in our direction from the get-go, and let's not allow anything to affect us going forward. I thought we had a good week of practice where we had a couple mistakes, and I could see some of the body language of going, oh gosh, we made a mistake. Okay, we made a mistake, but that doesn't affect the next play, right? We can't allow that to continue to drag into the next play, into the next play. So, it takes some mental toughness to be able to do that, and sometimes mental toughness is the hardest thing to climb over because you're battling things in your own brain. You're not battling physical elements. You're battling your brain to let things get going and forget what happened in the past and focus on what is the next snap. The next snap is the most important.
So what are the three things you're going to be looking for in this game for your team to do against Mayport?
I think it's from the get-go, is our body language high and are we ready to go? Which at home with homecoming, I think it will be. Offensively, I think it's sustained drives, continue to get into positive field position or put it in the points, put it in the end zone for points. And then defensively, play fast. I want to see in running down hills. I want to see 10 guys at the ball, tackling together and working as a unit together, just like we've done it in Clips. We did it in Velvo. We did it against Sargent County. So let's see if we can piece that together and look like that, those defenses on those two nights.
Thank you once again, Coach, for joining me. We will be back here with the rest of our Sanford Health pregame show right after this quick break.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's Chunky or Homestyle soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Back here in Valley City we go as Valley City introduced on the field here for homecoming. So Valley City trying to pick up what would be their second win of the season. Valley City, a team that, as Coach Smith described, a very emotionally charged team. Kind of a team that needs to get something going early. If they can find a way to get it going early, if they can find a way to get themselves some early momentum, you have a feeling like this could be a team that can, put together a very good performance. Feel like what we're looking today for Valley City, like Coach Smith talked about, getting off to that good start and also achieving that balance on offense. Against Lisbon, especially in that first half, Valley City was able to move the ball even when they finally got their first real, I would say, drive going in the fourth quarter. Hudson Krewald showing that he can move the ball when he has to, throwing it. But it is kind of a team that you want that kind of controlling run game between Corbin Powell and with Caleb McLaughlin, and you want the defense to come out and be able to keep it and keep you in it. For Valley City, it is very much a team that needs to be in front or at least be tied or be within a score. Of course, when you have a very, limited passing game, you're not going to really have a lot of opportunities to come back from multi-score deficits, and that can be part of where, like Coach Smith said, that the kind of, emotional aspect comes into it, because players know better than anybody else, like, what their team is about and what their team isn't about. Valley City knows that they have to be a team that has to get out in front and has to be able to properly execute. The whole thing for Valley City is having that self-belief, just continuously be a part of this game. And, again, that takes time to develop. And the best way to develop that confidence is to get out to an early start. And very much Valley City wants to be a team that gets out to that early start and get out to, a bit of momentum. So it's just kind of one of those. It is truly one of those things where you just have to be able to really kind of dig down deep and be able to make those plays in those tight situations and have confidence in yourself to do so. We'll be back here with our opening kick right after the National Anthem pregame festivities here on KOVC.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's Chunkier Homestyle Soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
We are back here at Hannah Field in Valley City, getting set for the opening kick between the Highliners and the Mayport CG Patriots. Valley City going to be back to return this. The two men back to return are going to be Corbin Powell and Caleb McLaughlin. Mayport set to kick it away. Main star for Mayport today, that's going to be Noah Jabonin, 6'4", 225, and a junior. He is going to be the weapon they try to go to, and he is going to be the one kicking off today. So Valley City lined back to receive the kick on a wet day here in Valley City. The downpour not coming, but rain might be moving in later on in the game. The kick is up, and we are underway here in Valley City. That one's going to angle away from Powell, but scoot into the end zone for the touchback. So a touchback is had, and Valley City will get the ball to start at the 20-yard line. Highliner is going to be led out onto the field by the quarterback, Hudson Krewald. Krewald, season high 79 passing yards on 5 of 12 passing against Lisbon. Couple of nice plays in the first half to keep some drive alive, including what was a big-time scramble. So Krewald coming out for Valley City. In shotgun, hands it off to Powell. No, keeps it himself. And now Krewald gets a nice block on the outside, making some moves. He's ambling around. Oh, and takes a massive shot, but not before getting the first down. That's one thing I talked with head coach Chad Smith about is, how much are you going to, incorporate the legs of Krewald into the run game, and it doesn't take long. Krewald keeps it on a read option on the outside, and, it wasn't a very fast progression. He did a good job letting the blocks develop in front of him, got smashed from behind, but ultimately enough for a big first down gain. So Valley City moving the ball down the field. Pistol formation for the Highliners. Krewald turns around, hands it off to Powell. Slow developing play, gets out of one tackle, not going to get out of a second. And that's going to bring up a second down and 11. So we have our VCSU opening drive sweepstakes. Let's see what we got today for a contestant. Looks like that we are going to have Wade Samick for our opening drive contestant today. So Wade Samick, Valley City goes down the field for a touchdown on the opening drive, wins a $25 gift card to Lever's Food. Valley City going to need a third down conversion, though, to keep this drive alive. Run it up the middle, nowhere to go. Mayport swarming Valley City on that one. So a couple of runs with Corbin Powell yield about maybe a yard total as Valley City looking for a third and long conversion here. Third down and long for Valley City. Clock ticks down to 10:18 to go. Krewald back here in the pistol with trips to the right. Takes a high snap, now going to bootleg it out to the right, looking to pass, pulls it down, now looking long. A lot of contact down there, and it is caught. No, they're going to say incomplete, but we do have a flag down. We do have a flag down near the line of scrimmage, but to the outside. So that's an interesting spot for a flag. Referee taking his time and getting this one out. It is an eligible player downfield for Valley City. So not only going to be declined, so even if it was pass interference at best, Valley City was only going to get a replay on down. So Valley City still looking for that opening drive touchdown of the year, and now it'll be Corbin Powell back to punt for the Highliners. So the snap back to Powell, this punt on the way, and now we'll have ourselves a stoppage. Referee coming in to announce the stop, or the penalty, I should say. See what this one's going to be about. And it is a false start on Valley City. So nobody, apparently the referee saying that Valley City not properly set before the punt, so that'll back him up 5 yards. Clock still at 10:04. So Corbin Powell going to be punting a little bit deeper into his own end. Snap to Powell, punt on the way, high arcing punt. And is going to bounce at the 40 and bounce a little bit backwards and be fielded by the Highliners about their, I'll call it the 43. So 9:56 to go here in the opening quarter, and Mayport heading out on offense for the first time. That quarterback for the Patriots is going to be Connor Doctor. Scoreless ball game in the first quarter, 9:56 to go in the first. High formation for the Patriots. Far wide receiver out to the left-hand side. Doctor snaps the ball with a little pitch to the left-hand side. That was a play that Valley City had a hard time stopping last week against Lisbon. And that'll be a solid gain here for the Patriots.
Brought down by number 7.
About a 4-yard gain on the play. Shape in on the tackle. Second down and 6 coming up. Patriots coming in here to a 2-back set. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Fake double handoff. Now Valley City giving pursuit out of 1 tackle, but runs right into a wall of blue jerseys. So Valley City gets a nice stop there on third down, or second down, I should say. Initial man on the play was Owen Hunt. Missed the tackle, but overall, nowhere to go for Doctor on that one. So they'll give him about a yard on the gain. So third down and 4 coming up. They go with the toss or the sweep on the outside. Valley City's there, puts up a wall, but it is going to be a 4th down and 1. And this close near midfield, you'd expect this to be 4-down territory. So they've about halved the distance on both times, and this will bring up a 4th and a long yard. 4th and 1 here for Mayport, as they try to get this play in. Looking at the play clock here, down to about 15 seconds. Mayport going to break the huddle here with about 10 to go. Line it up in a stacked I formation, 3 men in the back. And go with the toss on the outside. Valley City's got the initial hit. They don't make it. Now they stuff them in. They got them, and they get the turnover on downs. Missed the initial tackle, but able to finally finish off the hit, and Valley City going to force the turnover on down and get some good field position. So the defense hoping to help set up the offense with a nice turnover on down to give them solid field position. So Crewald and the Valley City offense back out near midfield. Pistol formation for Valley City. 2 wide receivers out here to the left and to the right. Crewald going to take the snap, throw a quick screen to the outside over to Leighton Hendrickson. Makes 1 man miss. Now keeping his feet and will chug forward here for a gain of about 6 yards. Good pass there for Valley City, and it's about establishing that early, I would say, confidence in Crewald. That's what most coaches want to do early on, is not take the big shot play down the field, but allow their quarterback to kind of get into a rhythm early on and build some confidence. That's ultimately a nice little play there for Crewald to do that. 2nd down and 4 coming up. Crewald takes the snap, fakes the handoff. There's another quick pass to the outside, and this will be close to a 1st down, about 1 yard short. So Valley City operating here out of the pistol. The difference between a pistol and a shotgun is that the running back lines up behind the quarterback. In the pistol, quarterback's also a little bit more far forward than he would be in the natural shotgun. This gives you a bit more ability to run read option out of it. Allows you to spread things out a little bit more. So allows you to kind of play your running backs downhill going into the line of scrimmage. Allows them to get that head start and also allows the quarterback to read off the end. So 3rd down and 1 for Valley City. Might see them take a shot play here. And they are going to take the pass to the outside, but it's a pass that's behind Leighton Hendrickson, and that was I believe that was going to be ruled a backwards pass if he didn't bring that in. So that is the type of pass where you don't really want to make it in that situation, and because it goes backwards 4 yards, Valley City takes themselves out of position to go for it. So, I don't know, in those situations, you want the ball to go forward down the field and not backwards, and Valley City going to stall out here on another drive. Powell's punt, a low wobbler. Going to be picked up and scooped up here by the Patriots. Good hit there, and Valley City will contain the Patriots' return. Clock going to stop here at 6:07. So a couple of punts here for Valley City after a backwards pass takes them out of position on this last drive. So the Patriots going to get the ball here, deep inside their own territory. So Mayport coming to the line of scrimmage just behind their own 20-yard line. I formation look here for Mayport. Doctor going to send a man in motion here from right to left. Goes with the handoff, and Valley City looks to have that played pretty well. Minimal gain on the play here for the Patriots. So the Valley City defense able to bow up and get a stop to start this game. Now they got to find a way to kind of almost consistently play this field position game with Mayport. So it's 2nd down and 10 coming up. Another I formation look here for the Patriots. More motion going from right to left. Little stretch play to the outside. Valley City, again, has it handled well. Again, another minimal gain for Mayport. So both teams' run game struggling to get going. Ty Cordy in on the tackle. So this will bring up a 3rd down and long for Mayport. Haven't seen Mayport stretch the field yet with the passing game. Target for them on the passing game could be Jabonin. That's 6'4", 225-pound target. Now a bootleg to the outside. Pressure by Valley City and the sack. Oh, they bootlegged it out to the right side, and Valley City sacks them on the play. Derek Shape, a phenomenal athlete for Valley City, led the team in receiving last week and comes up with a big sack there. So Valley City going to force the first Mayport punt of the game. Mayport going to be punting at the heels of their own end zone. Corbin Powell and McLaughlin, I believe, lined up just shy of the 50. Slow punt back. Valley City's blocked a couple this year. High arcing punt going to be fielded by Powell. Powell's got some room. He's going to break it to the outside and down at about the 30-yard line. So Valley City going to have a 1st down and 10 deep inside Mayport territory. 4:23 left to go here in the opening quarter. So for Valley City, hoping to get a touchdown, get that early momentum. They've been able to get some decent drives going. They just haven't been able to finish them off. Greenwald rolling out here to his right. Gets a block, now throws it to the end zone, looking for a touchdown pass, number 1, and it's caught! Touchdown, Highliners! But a flag's down. A perfect pass, but they have a flag, and it's right in between the 2 first down markers. And it's an eligible man downfield again for Valley City. So it's a replay on 1st down. Well, second one Valley City's been caught with today, and that is when you're using what we call RPO, that is a potential issue you run into where your linemen aren't blocking for a long time, figuring that the longer the play goes on, the more likely it's going to be a run. But you hold on to the ball in an RPO, sometimes those linemen find their way downfield, so a touchdown taken off the board for Valley City. So Greenwald back here in the pistol with 2 wide receivers to the left and to the right. Going to roll to his right again. Going to throw that one. It's caught in the middle here by Leighton Hendrickson. Leighton stopped short about a yard of the 1st down. Leighton, fantastic athlete. Got a chance to, know him a little bit playing baseball last year. 6'1" target, 184 pounds. Great build for a football player. And in terms of, maybe more of a wide receiver, he gains a couple of inches and puts on maybe a 30 or so more pounds, could be an excellent tight end. And he's so far been the safety blanket for Krewald. So a 2nd down and 1 for Valley City. Krewald, high snap, hands it off to Powell. Powell slips by one. Now trying to find a way. Busted to the outside. Touchdown, Highliners. Powell taking his time, finding a way to knife through, and Valley City on the board for 6 points. So Powell able to knife his way through for 6, and Valley City's got the early lead. So Highliners have not successfully done a PAT conversion yet this year. It's been kind of the 2-point variety, and it looks like Valley City is going to line up to go for 2. So Krewald going to be in pistol again with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin barging in for 2. So Valley City with that early momentum, like we said they needed to get. And now Valley City will take a 8-0 lead. Back here in a little bit on the voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Highliners able to take advantage of a nice return by Corbin Powell for a run in from Corbin Powell for 6. Krewald getting into some nice rhythm passing the ball. So Highliners getting the start they wanted. Maybe don't get the opening drive touchdown, but definitely get some of the early momentum. Now it'll be Valley City set to kick this one away. Most of Corbin's kicks are low line drives. So Corbin set to kick this one away at the 40. Highliners in front. And this will be a little bit more of a liner, and this will be picked up for Mayport. Mayport trying to bounce this to the outside. Valley City able to stuff them. Oh, a nice job there by the Highliner special teams unit to get in on the tackle. So 1st down and 10 coming up for Mayport. Highliners in front, 8-0. Ryer Muskie in on the tackle.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots, ball on their own 21-yard line.
Mayport getting the ball on their own 21, so good punt coverage or kickoff coverage there by Valley City to essentially hold them to what would have been a fair catch or what would have been a touchback, I should say. So 3:20 left to go here in the opening quarter. Mayport CG going to be trying to find a way to move the ball here. Highliners have done a good job of stuffing them so far here. Single back formation for the Patriots. Doctor under center. Throws a quick pass out to the right on a bubble screen. Valley City trying to prevent a big gain, and they'll stop them for about maybe a gain of 3 on the play. Well, they're going to give them about a gain of about 3. So 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Patriots. 2nd and 6 for Mayport as we tick inside 3 minutes to go. I formation for Mayport. 2 wide receivers out here to the right. And we'll have ourselves a stoppage in play. Immediate flag out. See what this call is going to be. So legal substitution on Mayport. So that'll back the Patriots up. 5 yards. So pretty much wipe out the game they got and then some. So Mayport will go back to a 2nd down and about 11 instead of the 2nd down and 6 they had. So Mayport 2nd down and 11 after the 5-yard penalty. High formation here for Patriots. Valley City's done a good job containing the run so far. Quick pass to the outside. Shape not able to get there but initially, so we'll be about a 3-yard gain here for Mayport. Valley City aggressively knowing where that screen's going. So they're making the aggressive move to try to get to the receiver shape. Just didn't quite get the best angle at that one, having to go around a blocker. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Mayport. 2nd down, so it'll be 2 minutes to go here with a 3rd down and 8. 3 wide receivers out here to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation here for Mayport, throwing a lot of early formations at Valley City. Wide receiver going here from right to left. Doctor drop back to pass, has some time, now going to roll out. Throwing here, and it's nearly intercepted, but it'll be just out of the reach of the Valley City defender. Good job defending there by Valley City, forcing Doctor to the sideline and throws it away. It'll be 4th down and 8 coming up for the Patriots, so clock stops here at, I believe, right around 1:46. 1:46 to go, and it'll be Corbin Powell back to receive another punt here for Valley City. Punt going back, and it is up. Corbin shading over here to the left-hand side, gets it at the 40. Now going to try to find some room at midfield. Now going to try to bounce it to the outside. Has some space, and he could go. He's in front of everybody and finally knocked out of bounds after a big return. Just taking his time, getting to the outside, and finds a big return, and it's been the special teams for Valley City that's helping out the offense. So checking out where this is going to be for Valley City. They will have 1st down inside their own 20-yard line, so that'll be 1st down right at the 15. So Valley City with a 1st down at the 15-yard line of Mayport. Krewald rolling out to his left, slinging it to the end zone, looking for Leighton Hendrickson. Leighton can't quite get there, bit underthrown. That's not a bad play design there from Valley City.
Krewald's pass falls incomplete, intended for number 12, Leighton Hendrickson.
Leighton just not quite able to get there. And for those watching on the stream, we have the camera set all the way back here to protect it from the rain because we saw what happened first game of the year for Valley City. First home game of the year, I should say. The rain and this camera do not quite cooperate. So far left corner is the blind spot of this camera, unfortunately. However, that seems to be the side Valley City is attacking. Krewald facing a 2nd down and 10. Bootlegs out to his right. Now throws a high pass, and that'll be incomplete. So Valley City now facing a 3rd down and 10.
Krewald's pass falls incomplete.
1:18 to go in this first quarter, but a couple of incompletions. I'll be putting Valley City a bit behind the 8 ball here. Again, the kicking game, not what it was with Bryson Heck. Corbin's definitely got the leg to make it from here, but you'd definitely like to be able to punch this in 4-6 to get you that 2-score lead. Krewald back here in the pistol. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Krewald takes the snap, hands it off. Powell trying to march his way forward. Able to shrug off a few bodies and make his way to about the 10, so gives his team a realistic chance at it.
Number 2, Corbin Powell on the carry.
So definitely a sign Valley City's willing to go for it. 4th down and 6. And if this is kind of a later in the game, would you attempt this field goal to try to win a game or tie it? Yes, you probably would, but situation like this, you're going to take the chance early on here. So we take inside a minute to go. Krewald, Valley City looking for a 4th down conversion. Go with the handoff here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to surge forward, pushing, still pushing near the 1st down marker. And it'll depend on the spot. It will depend on the spot. I said he got a decent push forward. Krewald heading to the sideline like he got it. And Valley City's got the 1st down. Valley City does not have to run a play here. We're inside 40 seconds to go. So 20 seconds for Valley City with a 1st down and goal from the 4-yard line. Krewald in the pistol. 1 wide receiver out to the right, to the left. Krewald Going to get the ball off before the clock expires. McLaughlin pushing forward, and he'll get down right at the stick, and that'll bring it into our first quarter of play. So at the end of one, it's 8-0 Valley City, and the Highliners knocking on the goal line. We'll be back here in a little bit right after this break here on KOVC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
So Valley City knocking on the goal line here. Second down and goal from, well, it looks like they're going to say the 2-yard line here. So a bit of work to go for Valley City. Highliners have used the run game here to get some positive yards. They got the ball McLaughlin lined up in the backfield. He's the power guy. In pistol for Valley City is Krewald. Krewald takes the boot now with the pitch. Now McLaughlin trying to find some room to run. Going to cut back outside, and it was unconventional, but it is a touchdown, Highliners. That is not how that was drawn up. I don't think Valley City went with missed the handoff up the middle, then pitched to the left, then had McLaughlin cut back around to the other side to the corner for 6. But it worked. It worked. So Valley City has the 14-0 lead. Going for 2 here, trying to make it 16-0. Might also see them line up for a PAT. But it looks like Valley City will indeed be going for the 2-pointer here. So 1 play into the second quarter, and Valley City's got the 14-0 lead. A couple of short yard touchdown runs. Highliners made their first 2-point conversion. McLaughlin back in the pistol here. McLaughlin takes another high snap. Able to get out of one tackle is McLaughlin, but he's going to be just short of the line of the end zone on that one. So that'll stay a 14-0 lead for Valley City. Back here in 13 seconds, Valley City up 14-0.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
So Valley City set to punt this away to Mayport. Mayport has not really been able to get anything going offensively in this game. Valley City's been kind of dominant on both sides of the ball so far. So Corbin Powell set to kick this away for Valley City. Mayport still looking for, I would say, their kind of first spark on offense. Highliners have done a good job so far really keeping the Patriots hemmed in. Corbin kicks this one away, and it'll be fielded just in front of the 10-yard line. Mayport going to roll this out to the left-hand side. And a good undercut there stops Mayport in their tracks, and that'll be pretty much another minimal return. So 11:48 left to go here in the second quarter. Highliners in front 14-0. Defense has played phenomenally so far.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots, ball on their own 21-yard line.
So the Highliner defense trying to duplicate what they've been doing so far in this one, and that's pretty much not allowing anything. Seen a lot of multiple formations here from Mayport. Nothing really, though, has been able to go their way. Single back formation here for the Patriots. Handoff to the outside, and Valley City able to get a hand on them and prevent them from getting outside, and a gaggle of Highliners blows up that play.
Number 6, Logan Nielsen on the carry. Brought down by a
Very
box
minimal
full of
gain.
Highliners.
Very minimal gain for Mayport. They'll give him a yard.
It'll be 2nd and 9.
So Highliners sending a man off the field right now. Looks like that is going to be Owen Hunt. Owen Hunt jogging off the field to get his shoulder pad readjusted. Highliner defense has been good on the outside run, which gave them a lot of trouble against Lisbon. Now this will be a I formation look here for the Patriots. Toss play to the outside. Shape nearly blew it up. Still be a nice positive gain here for Mayport. So this will be about a 3-yard gain. Make it a 3rd down and 6. Shape came up and blew up the edge, forcing that play to be cut back inside. McLaughlin in on the tackle. So a 3rd down and 5 for the Patriots. Patriots again looking for that first down of the game. High formation look here for Mayport with 2 wide receivers out to the left. Doctor takes the handoff, goes up the middle, and they'll get a 1st down on this one. A little bit of a hold there, not called. So Mayport gets the 1st down. Valley City petitioning for a little hold right in the middle of the field that Mayport able to get away with. So that'll be a 1st down for Mayport, their first down of the game. Mayport quickly to the line of scrimmage, and they'll go with the handoff very quickly, and Valley City once again will have that run played very well. 2-yard gain for Mayport. 2nd down and 8.
It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Patriots.
Doctor going to the sideline here to get the play. Mayport able to get it to Valley City territory on their first drive due to some good field position, but really has not been able to sustain anything on offense. So Doctor and the Patriots breaking formation here. It'll be a single back look with a loaded formation up front. Send a man in motion here for the Patriots going from right to left. Now run up the middle. Valley City able to get in there. Sikora in on the tackle. Minimal gain. Sikora and Ryan Muskie combining for the hit. So this will bring up a 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 for the Patriots.
It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Patriots.
Considering how this play goes, could be 4-down territory, but they would still be on their own side of the field if they don't get this 1st down. So something to consider there as we tick inside 9 minutes to go. Go with the toss play to the outside. Valley City doesn't get the 1st hit. They get the 2nd hit, and Corbin Powell in on the tackle to blow that one up.
Number 6, Nielsen on the carry.
So after having boatloads of trouble with the toss against Lisbon, Valley City has come out and defended it very well. This will bring up a 4th down and 7. So now decision time for Mayport, whether or not they're going to try to go for it here or whether they're going to punt it away. And not deep inside their own territory, but very much inside their own territory, down by 2 scores. So they're going to line up here with a 2-back look. So 2 wide receivers out to the left with 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver out to the right. Mayport might be trying to get Valley City to jump offside. No, they go with the shotgun punt, so it is a pooch punt. Valley City's got no one back there to get it. And a good job by the Highliners to peel away from that one, so that ball will be fielded at about the 15-yard line. So good job there by Valley City. I think that might have been Leighton Hendrickson to peel away from that ball, realizing that you go and you touch that ball, you really have no chance for any type of positive return. So 7:55 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Highliners in front 14-0. They've taken a couple of short fields down the field for 6 points, set up by good returns. So Mayport uses a ambush punt there to pin Valley City at their own 15. Now the Valley City offense trying to see here if they can take their short field success and duplicate it into a long drive. Pistol formation for Valley City. Wide receiver going over here right to left. High snap. Krewald able to pull it down now, slinging it deep. Has a man, and it's caught. And now it's a foot race. 40, 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. Huts down, Highliners. What a catch and what a throw. Valley City with a 3-score lead. Wide open down the middle of the field was Derek Shape, and Krewald hit him on a nice seam route. Good catch and run. And now the passing game working for Valley City, and that's got to feel good for Hudson Krewald, getting his first passing touchdown of the year. Has gotten better and better as the season has gone on, and if Valley City just merely puts a good passing game on tape, that is going to do so much to help out the run game because it unloads the box. It's going to set up holes for Corbin and Caleb to run through. So 20-0 lead for Valley City, 7:07 to go here in the second quarter. 2-point conversion coming up. McLaughlin nowhere to go, just trying to keep a hold of the balls. Gets out of one, gets out of two, but nowhere to go.
The 2-point try is no good.
So 7:43 to go here in the second quarter. Valley City in front 20-0 back here after this 30-second pause on KOBC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
20-0 lead for Valley City after a 85-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Krewald to Derek Shape, just running a seam route right up the field. Didn't miss him, and Derek Shape outruns his man to the end zone for 6 points. 20-0 lead for Valley City as the offense has just been, well, it's been a force today after a couple of stalled drives. Highliners used some good field position to figure things out. So a couple men back to return for the Patriots at their own 10. Kickoff will be fielded at the 15. Mayport going to take this up the middle, looking for a decent return. And they got some room to operate. They're going to get this one down to about the 43-yard line. The ball's out. The ball's out and picked up by Valley City. And the Highliners are going to get the ball. Oh, that went from a big return for Mayport to disaster in no time flat. And Valley City going to get the ball with 6.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Chase Coughlin able to pick up that ball, and Valley City now has an opportunity to bust this game wide open. So first down and 10 here for the Highliners at the Mayport 40-yard line. What an opportunity here for Valley City in this game. Pistol formation here for Valley City. 2 wide to the left and to the right. Krewald takes the snap, fakes the handoff, boots to the right, nowhere to go. Just need to hang on to the ball, sacked for a 5-yard loss. That was a designed quarterback sweep, but just nowhere to go on the play. And Krewald just kind of tucks that one, takes the loss. So it'll be a second down and 15. Krewald going to get the play from the sideline and then head back into the huddle. One of the very few backwards plays for Valley City today. Main targets have been Derek Shape and Leighton Hendrickson in the passing game. 2 wide to the left and to the right here out of the pistol. Corbin, the lone man in the backfield. They go with the handoff to Corbin. Corbin trying to fight his way through. Might get back to the original line of scrimmage, about a yard short of the OG line of scrimmage. So seeing where they're going to spot him at, and they're going to say about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. So ball at the 41-yard line. Third down and 11 for Valley City. With the 3-score lead, Valley City, if they attempt a pass here, might just try to pooch punt and pin Mayport in deep. But if they run the ball here, that would be a pretty good indicator that they are willing to go for it on fourth down. Again, it's the beauty of having a 3-score lead early on, is that you can kind of play it however you want. Trips to the right here for Valley City. Krewald takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drop back to pass, throwing it long, has a man in Derek Shape, and Shape catches it. Did he get a foot in? No, he did not. Oh, it was a good throw by Shape, but they're going to say incomplete. So incomplete on the play and just led him a bit too far on the sideline. I'd expect this to be a punt for Valley City. 3-score lead. You hate wasting an opportunity like that, but what you'd hate even more is just to give Mayport essentially the field position that they would have gotten if they didn't get the fumble. So Corbin going to be lined, well, maybe not. Krewald's going to be lined up in pistol, so Valley City is going for it here. Needing a 4th down and 11. Krewald dropping back to pass, throwing it, and too high for McLaughlin, and that's just a little puzzling one to me there. That seems a little over-aggressive with a 3-score lead, so that'll be 5:45 to go. Just, I guess they're viewing it as, well, this is where Mayport was going to start with the ball anyway. Might as well go for it. So trying to keep the hammer down, but time to see if this turnover on downs gives Mayport some fire that they most desperately need. I formation coming up here for Mayport. Doctor dropping back to pass. Valley City sending a mild pass rush, and that'll be a big gain down the middle of the field for a 1st down. So Mayport able to get a big 1st down, and that'll be caught and tackled down at the Valley City 40-yard line. So Patriots, furthest they've ever gotten into Valley City territory. Doctor quickly back under center in the I formation with 2 wide receivers bunched to the right-hand side. Turn around and dive it right up the middle. And this will be tackled down at about the 35.
Number 6, Logan Nielsen on the carry.
Logan Nielsen on the carry, gain of 5.
Brought down by number 14, Andrew Sikora.
So now he's taking 5 minutes to go.
It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here in the second quarter, Mayport looking to take the momentum they got off the stop and convert it into some points. So the Patriots with a 2nd down and calling about, well, let's say 6 on the Valley City 35. Doctor drop back to pass, flag down, throw deep on the play, and it is going to be incomplete. Penalty down, thrown immediately on the play by our officiating crew. And it is going to be a legal formation on the offense, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and most importantly, that'll back the Patriots up to a 2nd down and long. If it would have been a 2nd down and 10, that would have been called on. Valley City likely would have declined, but given Mayport a 3rd down and medium, you're willing to take your chances that you can kind of hold the fort here if you're the Highliners. So Mayport a 3rd down or 2nd down and 11. Back in shotgun. Doctor sending a man in motion. Takes the handoff. Now going to go with a sweep to the outside, and Valley City's got it played well. Minimal gain on the play. So the Highliners defensively have been sound on the outside run, something that they struggled with mightily against Lisbon.
Tackled by number 7, Derek Shape.
Shape really has done a good job of setting the edge in this one for the Highliners, not allowing very much to be able to continue to run outside. Has either gotten the tackle or forced a lot of plays to the outside. 3rd down and about 7 to go here for Mayport. Definitely 4-down territory here for the Patriots. Doctor dropping back to pass under pressure. Valley City can't get to him. Now he's going to take off and run and out of bounds. I believe he's shy of the 1st down.
Number 11, Connor Doctor on the QB.
Doctor able to scramble for a halfway decent gain. It'll make it a 4th down and 2. Valley City applying pressure, just couldn't quite get to him. Ultimately able to prevent the 1st down, but be a 4th down and 2 coming up. And that's a big opportunity here for Mayport. Valley City handed them good field position with the turnover on downs. Mayport trying to do something on this drive. They're going with a 3-back look in the I formation. Go with the dive. Valley City had a good initial hit, but did they stop them? And that's going to be the question, and it'll all depend on the spot, and they are going to give them the first down. So just a missed tackle there for Valley City will keep the drive alive for Mayport. Boston Larson gets credited for the tackle, but someone for Valley City shot through on the play, and just whiffed on the tackle. Again, you got to go through 2 blockers essentially with that 3 I formation look, and just not quite able to get there. Two-back look here out of the shotgun here for Mayport. Go with the handoff, the inside stretch, and Valley City does a good job blowing that one up. That could have been dangerous. Not a lot of players in the second level of the defense for Valley City to guard that one, but a good job by the line of scrimmage to get a hold of the running back and stop him for no yards. So Ryer Muskie getting credited for the tackle. Second down and 10 for Mayport. All at the Valley City 30-yard line. Of course, got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive. Tick inside, 2:45 to go. I formation look coming up here for Mayport. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Doctor fakes the handoff, drop back the pass, looking long, and it is almost intercepted. That was a bit of a floater, and I think a couple players ran into each other in the middle of the field. That was just a jump ball in the middle of the field for Noah Giabano, and just collisions on both sides. Ensuing that one fell harmlessly to the grass. So 2:24 to go, 3rd down and 10 for Mayport. An old Maryland I look with 3 running backs in the backfield. Doctor drop back to pass, looking over the middle, getting out of one pressure, now scrambling, throwing it, and it is incomplete.
Doctor's pass was incomplete.
Valley City again doing a good job containing the pass, forcing Doctor to have to roll out on the play. Valley City able to split through defensively. Now you're definitely facing 4-down territory here. Kind of surprised you didn't see run out of shotgun there against the 3rd down and 10 to try to give you some yards. Or at least just a short kind of screen pass or something. So it'll be a 4th down and 10 for Mayport. Need to get to the Valley City 20 to keep this one alive. Doctor in shotgun, send a man here from left to right, drop back to pass, thought about the quick screen. Now going to throw it across his body, and a big hit blows up the play. It was well short of the 1st down marker, but Derek Shape, there's that name again, just having a phenomenal game. Coming in to blow up that play, and Valley City will get some great field position here as they'll get it at their own 30. Still plenty of clock left to use here. Be able to try to get something going late on offense. So Valley City gets the ball at their own 30-yard line. Halfway decent starting field position. Now Krewald with the handoff to Corbin Powell, and Powell will be ankle tackled, about a 4-yard gain. Highliners have all timeouts to use, but they're electing to keep them in the pocket right now. 1:50 to go. Thought I heard the whistle for the timeout, but ultimately Valley City might just be content with a 3-score lead. Cannot blame them. It will be Mayport to start out here with the ball in the second half. Krewald back here in the pistol, trips to the right. Another handoff and a decent-sized push. Corbin's got room, and now he's in space down at the 45. And Valley City going to get the chains moving here.
Corbin Powell. Big gain on the play, brought down at the Patriot 45-yard line.
So 1:27 to go here. Valley City continuing to move the ball down the field. So ball at the 45 as we tick down to about 1:10 to go. Krewald back in the pistol, handles the high snap. A little bit of a bobble on the handoff, and now Valley City will take the timeout. Stopping the clock at 1:06. Back here after this break on KOVC.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
Ball just in front of midfield, so Valley City facing a second down and caught about 15. Trips formation here to the right. Valley City with 2 timeouts, Mayport with all 3. So depending on how this play goes, could determine who takes the timeout. Freewall drop back to pass, looking long, has a man in Derek Shape, and it's caught. He's in space. Can he outrun him? He will. Touchdown, Highliners. So for the second time today, Derek Shape has gotten loose, and Derek Shape has caught a long touchdown pass from Hudson Crewald, and Valley City now in front, 26-0. Oh, the passing game for Valley City today has been dynamite. Crewald already well over his career high in passing yards. And just a phenomenal job for Valley City. So now they're going to go out here for the extra point, up 26-0. Believe that's now a 4-score lead. Rolling ball, and Valley City is going to take it. Corbin Powell with the ball, trying to find a way to cut in, and he'll be tackled shy of the goal line. So conversions have been a problem for Valley City in this one, but really the only thing that has been considered a problem in this one has been the conversions. 26-0 Valley City back here after this break on KOVC.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Valley City in front 26-0 here on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. And what a first half it has been for Hudson Crewald. I talked about against the Lisbon game. Even though it's a shutout, there was still plenty of positives to take away from Hudson Crewald's performance. And, well, he has since turned this game into his magnum opus. Corbin set to kick this away at the 40. About 56 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Be interesting to see if Corbin squibs it or boots it deep, and he will boot it deep. This one will be fielded at about just behind the 10-yard line. On the return is Mayport, and they got nowhere to go. Valley City special teams has been very good today covering these kicks. The one long return they gave up, they turned into a fumble. So it is going good for Valley City for Mayport with only about 50 seconds to go and a lot of field to cover. They do have all 3 timeouts, so might not be quite ready to throw in the towel yet, but they certainly need to get some yards and get them quick. Last thing they want to do, though, is allow Valley City to get even more time because the Highliners still have 2 timeouts. Be an I formation look here for the Patriots. And they go with the dive up the middle, and that is, of course, well covered by Valley City. Highliners are just going to let the clock run. Even if they were to call both their timeouts, Mayport could still run the clock out. So that'll be a second down and 9 coming up. This clock runs inside of 30 seconds. Draw him back to passes. Doctor going to roll out to his right. Has all the space in the world to run. Now he's past the line of scrimmage. This one thrown into the air, and it'll be incomplete. They're going to say that he still had body parts behind the line of scrimmage, so that'll stop the clock at 15 seconds.
It'll be 3rd and long, Highliner fans. Let's make some noise.
So 3rd down and long here for Mayport. You're Valley City. You're kind of in an interesting spot. Because if Mayport doesn't get it, you can call timeout to force a punt, but at the same time, Mayport might just take this opportunity, knowing you can't kick this field goal, to just try to take, a couple shots at a Hail Mary. So expecting a run here for Mayport out of the I formation here, and I expect Valley City just to let the clock run out. Ball on the deck, and it is recovered by Mayport, so they will avoid disaster there. And Valley City, again, they're just going to let this clock run out. They recovered it. Obviously, clock would have stopped because of the change in possession. So Valley City will head into the half up 26-0 as the offense has woken up from a slumber with a vengeance. So 26-0 Valley City at the half. We'll be back here in a little bit with our Rambo halftime show here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's Chunkier Homestyle Soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
And we're back here, everyone, in Valley City at Hannah Field. 26-0 lead for Valley City at the half. Couple of touchdown passes for Hudson Crewald to go along with a touchdown run for Corbin Pass and a touchdown run for Caleb McLaughlin. Derek Shape reeling in both of those touchdown catches. He's had probably the best day out of anybody for Valley City, and that includes Hudson Crewald. Offensively and defensively, of course, getting behind the defense both times. That first touchdown he had running just a little seam route from the slot position. Get behind the defense and outracing everyone. That last one, just trickling behind the defense. Essentially, Mayport loading the front here and playing pretty much no high. They're not playing cover zero because they're not sending, 8 men to go get the quarterback, but they're not playing anyone over the top. So Shape able to just get behind the defense, and Crewald just floats it over the top to him. And Shape just has run some good routes today. He's done a good job setting the edge on the outside, taking away that run game for Mayport. There's not really a whole lot to criticize for Valley City. Maybe the first couple of drives for Valley City where you don't necessarily get it going how you wanted to. But the thing you can say about Valley City is that the defense picked up the offense, and the offense eventually got it going. Just how this game started really for Valley City is that you get the big shotgun run with Crewald on the quarterback keeper, and don't really get anything after that. You don't quite get it. Mayport able to get some good field position after a bit of a wobbler on a punt, and then they get it right at midfield. Your defense comes up, gets you the stop, and then you don't quite take advantage of it. You have a couple of nice passes by Crewald to make it a 3rd down and 1, but a bit of a backwards pass that drifts too far. Leighton Hendrickson gets tackled for a 5-yard loss, have to punt that one away. But then ultimately your defense steps up, gets you the 3 and out. Corbin gives you a nice punt return. You're able to get that one down the field for 6. You kick it off away, get another stop, another good return there by Corbin Powell, punch it in again. And Valley City, really, you can't say too much that they've done wrong in this game. Really, the only thing, I think that maybe you want back is that decision to go for it on 4th down, up 3 scores on a 4th and long. But then again, your offense was hot. You have a hot quarterback right now in Hudson Crewald, so you understand throwing the ball in that situation. But really, for Valley City, you just have to be very impressed with how they move the ball today. You got to be really impressed with Hudson Crewald. And talking to head coach Chad Smith yesterday, we talked about how good Crewald has gotten as he's gotten more reps. And if you missed the pregame interview, Hudson Crewald did not come to early camp, not because he was, not wanting to be with his team. It's just because he didn't think he was going to play. So he didn't know if he was going to play football this year. So, he's a very late addition to the team. And, of course, after Jackson Thornton goes down with an injury and Andrew Sikora gets you through the Langdon game, Crewald is your starting quarterback. You can tell very rusty the first game for Valley City, but you kind of see him just stacking games together here. Against Lisbon, 79 passing yards, it's not going to light up the scorebook, but when you look at what he was asked to do in the offense the previous few games, you're starting to see like, okay, he can throw the ball here. It can be a weapon for Valley City. It might not be the big bombs down the field like you had with a Bryson Heck, but still very much Valley City can throw the ball. And if Valley City is just able to show that on tape, it unloads the box. It forces defenses to have to spread out a little bit more and respect the passing game, which, of course, opens up things for your running game with Corbin Powell and Caleb McLaughlin. So for Valley City, again, balance and staying on schedule are the two most important things for them. And right now, they've done exactly those two things. They've been balanced, and they've stayed on schedule. They've got 4 touchdowns. They got 2 rushing touchdowns. They got 2 passing touchdowns. They've done exactly what they've needed to do. And, I mean, this has been a long time coming for Valley City. Of course, you got another half of football to go. Can't assume that you got this one in the bag, but certainly a 26-0 lead at the half. Not a bad way to start. Taking a look, see what we got, some reported scores. It is a 12-2 lead for the Park River Aggies over the Carrington Cardinals, and it's a 12-0 lead through one quarter for Oaks against Lisbon. So that is the kind of couple of scores that we got going right now. See if we can't pull up any collegiate scores. It's kind of a little bit of a cramped booth here today with the camera being put in. I got deceived, folks. I got to be honest with you. I was promised a downpour, so I pulled the camera inside, learning from our experience against Langdon. Trying to make sure you keep the camera nice and dry, and it's just been a peachy keen perfect day so far. So checking out the games that we got going on in college football, looks like Tulsa 16-3 lead over Oklahoma State, and Rutgers, the Fighting Knights of the Piscataway, leading 21-14 over Iowa. And those are the only college football games going on today. Rice with a 28-17 win over the Charlotte 49ers yesterday. So big slate of college football, of course, tomorrow. But, Valley City looking to, I would say, finish off what would be their best game of the season so far. Even against Sargent County, that was a game that featured a pick six and kind of featured some moments that Valley City would have liked to have back. This game, I mean, really the only thing you look back are the first 2 drives. You don't really get what you want, but then you've had pretty much everything you want after that. Your defense has been phenomenal. Your special teams has been great, outside the PATs, and some teams just aren't Some teams just aren't kicking teams. Like, that's just what happens at this level. Sometimes you just get teams that are going to go for 2 every time because they have to. But, I mean, in terms of punting, Corbin's done a good job punting, done a good job kicking off. Of course, your kick coverage team has done a really good job of covering on these kickoffs, really only allowing the one big return. The one big return you allowed, you got the fumble. So for Valley City, not really much to nitpick there, but you can't let off the gas here. Still got another full half of football to go, but Valley City very much in control here against the Mayport CG Patriots. 26-0 at the half. Taking a look at our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. We'll have about 3.5 minutes before we're ready to kick off our third quarter here on KOVC.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Locko Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Locko and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's Chunkier Homestyle Soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Valley City set to kick it away to begin our third quarter, 26-0 lead for the Highliners. A couple of long Hudson Crewall touchdown passes, both clocking in over 40 yards. Would be over 50 yards, but that touchdown pass technically came in front of the 50-yard line to end the second quarter. But Hudson Crewall has played phenomenal so far. Corbin kicks this one off, angling out of bounds, and that's where it'll go. So that'll be a infraction there, and it'll be, I believe, put up to about the 30, 35-yard line on the kick, depending on where it went out of bounds. So Corbin done a good job keeping the ball right down the middle, but that one just angles away. So Mayport going to get a decent start here at the Valley City, or at their own 35, I should say. So Mayport getting the ball at their own 35-yard line, trailing 26-0. Right now, you're doing the math here. They need 3 touchdowns with 2-point conversions and a field goal. They're going to go with a run up the middle here, and that's going to be a nice, solid play to begin things. A little bit of an awkward fall there on the tackle, but it looks like everyone's going to be okay. And it's going to be, I believe, Jade Larson on the carry.
Number 55, Owen Hunt, and number 7.
Owen Hunt on the tackle. Mayport going no huddle here. I formation, 2 wide receivers out to the right. And they go with a stretch play. Late developing Valley City's got it handled. Boston Larson in on the tackle. That looked like that Doctor was anticipating it to go up the middle, realized the running back wasn't there, then stretched it to the outside. And that little hitch in the giddy-up allowed Valley City to contain the run on the outside. So a 3rd down and 5 upcoming here for Mayport. Another I formation look here for the Patriots. 2 wide receivers out here to the left. And they go with the handoff. Valley City's giving them nowhere to go. Tackled for a loss on the play. And after a decent gain on 1st down, Valley City just walls them on 2 outside stretches to the right-hand side. Owen Hunt gets credited for the tackle. So now facing a 4th down and 5, you've got to make the decision here if you're Mayport. If you punt this away, you're essentially waving the white flag almost. If you go for it, you risking giving Valley City great field position at the 40, but it's kind of one of those, what's the difference between losing by 26 and more than 26? And that's what they're going to do. Shotgun formation here, 2 running backs to the left and right of the quarterback. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Throw here by Dr. Valley City with a massive hit, but they're going to give it away. Oh, they're going to give it away on a late hit on the quarterback. So that's going to be 15 yards and a freebie first down, and that is just a mistake you can't make there. You like the intensity there, but in that situation, if the ball's clearly out of the quarterback's hand, they're always going to venture on the side of protecting the quarterback. So a roughing the passer keeps the play keeps the drive alive, I should say. Ball at the Valley City 45-yard line. 10-16 to go here in the quarter. So 3 wide receivers out here to the left, 1 to the right. Doctor back to pass, under pressure, and he'll be sacked this time all the way down at his 40-yard line. And this time there's no roughing the quarterback. That's a clean sack from Ryer Muskie. So Muskie with the big sack, backing him up 15 yards. So a second down and 25 on the way. That is a monster sack there from Ryer Muskie as he backs him all the way up. Doctor just nowhere to go on that one. So Doctor now back in the I formation here. Now he's going to consult his 2 backs. Maybe changing the audible. 2 wide receivers out to the right here. Doctor dropping back to pass under pressure, throws a quick bubble screen, but man has nowhere to go. And that is just easy pickings there for the Valley City defense. And we have ourselves another late flag. And if this is another unsportsmanlike or just a mental error by Valley City, you're going to see Mount Chad Smith erupt on the sideline here. Because that was super late to come in, which means somebody was jaw-jacking with the other. We're going to see what the call is from our official. And it is unsportsmanlike conduct on Corbin Powell. And it's not an automatic first down for Valley City, but essentially what they did was make a 3rd and 24 into a 3rd and 10. So that is just, I mean, it's a series of inexcusable penalties for Valley City, which is definitely going to be brought up in film study. So Doctor back here in shotgun, dropping back to pass, rolling out to his right, stepping up in the pocket, looking deep, wobbles it up there, and that's going to be caught for a first down. And that is the danger of just carelessly giving away yards, is that even on a 3rd and long that would have just been easily, been short of the sticks. That is now deep enough for a first down as Doctor just able to buy enough time. So Valley City, couple of big penalties in this one. 30 yards of penalties on this drive for the Highliners have kept this drive going here for Mayport. Shotgun formation look here. Doctor dropping back to pass, scrambling, looking deep to the end zone, has a man, and it is. Question is, did he catch it? No, they're saying incomplete. Back judge saying incomplete. So that'll be stopping the clock at about 8.5 minutes. Dabano, the intended target, and again, not a bad guy to go to. No, big 6'4", 6'5" target, depending on what convenience store he's leaving, but just kind of underthrew that one and allowed the defense to catch up. So clock stops here at 8:28. Still a second down and along here for the Patriots. Doctor dropping back to pass under some duress. Will hit a man in the flat, and he's got some room to operate. Valley City chasing him on the outside. He'll be slipping out of one tackle and get down, and I believe he might have enough for a first down, and he does. So Mayport getting as deep as they've gotten all game into Valley City territory. So the Highliner defense looking to bow up here as Mayport has started to drive it all the way down the field on them. And remember again, drive kept alive here by roughing the passer penalty, and then what would have been a 3rd and 25 turned into a 3rd and 10 after an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So this drive absolutely driving Chad Smith nuts. Doctor dropping back to pass, gets away from one, still under pressure, heaves it to the end zone, and it'll be tipped and nearly caught. But ultimately will fall incomplete with 7:35 to go in the quarter.
Pass falls incomplete, intended for number 10, Dabano.
Again, looking for Dabano, and again just kind of wobbles it up there and allows the defense to be able to collapse on the play. So Mayport has almost run half the clock off in this quarter, to which Valley City is able to bow up on defense and force a turnover on downs. It goes a great way to being able to secure the win for Valley City with all this time being run off. But Mayport very easily gain momentum here with a touchdown. Doctor slinging it to the end zone. It's overthrown and incomplete. So Doctor kind of taking a quick drop back there, slings it down the field and nowhere to go. They'll stop the clock at 7:35, which means either I was quick on the trigger in keeping time or Valley City was slow on the trigger. Knowing my ability to keep time, I'm guessing it's probably on me. So we got 7.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. 3rd down and 10 for Mayport. Picked up a 3rd down conversion on a deep pass the last time round. Doctor drop back to pass, slinging it to the end zone. Underthrown, and this could be a big return for Valley City. On the outside they go. It's a pick, an interception, and Valley City has their 2nd turnover of the game. This one created by the defense. And it's that man again, Derek Shape. 2 touchdown catches, an interception. And he has just had himself a whale of a game, the type you can only dream about. Let's give Valley City the ball just in front of their own 30-yard line. What a performance by Shape today. So Krewald back here in the pistol. Now hands it off to Corbin Powell. Corbin venturing to the outside, has some room. Cutting all the way, and he's going to get a 1st down. A lot more, staying in bounds, still cutting, still fighting, still on his feet. He's dragging bodies all the way down to the 45. Corbin Powell refusing to go out of bounds, keeps the play alive, and Valley City now inside Mayport territory. What a run there by Corbin Powell. Just an absolute willful run there by Powell, refusing to go down and refusing to go out of bounds. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left after a long run by Powell. Now they give the handoff to Powell, and he's got nowhere to go this time. And, yeah, Mayport, I think, was a little miffed on that one. They took out some frustrations on that one, and now we have a Highliner down on the play. So I'll stop the clock at 6:43. So Valley City going to attend to the injured player on the field. So we'll take the quick break here on KOVC. Back here after the injuries cleared up.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
So good news is for Valley City, the injured player Ty Cordy able to walk off the field, stretching out his legs, so you're hoping it was just a cramp. So it'll be a 2nd down and long here for Valley City after the stop by the Mayport Patriots. So about 6:40 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 2 wide receivers to the right and left for Valley City. Krewald Booting out to his left, draw back to pass, now slings it off his back foot, and that's going to be incomplete.
Krewald's pass falls incomplete.
So Krewald, you'd like to see him in that case just kind of chuck it out of bounds. He had receivers down the field, so you don't have to worry about intentional grounding there if you just kind of get it in the vicinity. But kind of play broke down there. You like to see Krewald maybe just not quite leave that one in the middle of the field so much. So Krewald going to jog back in here to the huddle to relay the play in. So Valley City with about 6:28 to go here in the second quarter, facing a 3rd and 15. Two wide receivers to the right here for Valley City, and that's going to be a false start. Yep, saw it immediately. The entire right side of the receiver group moved. And it's both of them, so the false start going to be attributed to Chase Coughlin and Leighton Hendrickson. So 3rd down and 20 coming up, and this is just about where you have to kind of look about the scoreboard and play the situation. As much as you want to get this first down, you kind of got to realize 3rd down and 20 is not really probably going to happen here. So kind of better off just hand it off, take the 40 seconds or so off the clock, and let your defense go back to work. As a mist has started to descend here on Hannah Field. I'm just hoping like it rains a smidge just so I can feel validated about putting the camera all the way back here in the booth, so to avoid the rain that I thought was coming. Krewald going to fake the handoff. Now chuck it deep. Has a man, and it's caught by McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the big gain. And but he's shaken up on the play. He's trying to make his way off the field. And that would be a huge loss for Valley City if McLaughlin not able to return to this one. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 for Valley City. McLaughlin off the field, holding his back. He's walking, but again, back injuries are some of the most kind of fickle you can deal with. So Valley City with that 1st down and 10. Krewald fakes the handoff under pressure and will get ragdolled to the ground at the 35-yard line.
Krewald brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
So Krewald goes down, and Valley City will be facing another long distance 2nd down. So the past 2 first downs for Valley City have been less than ideal. It's a big loss on a run play to Corbin Powell, and that time the pressure just got through the offensive line. So 2nd down and 15 as the rain really starting to come down now. So Krewald hands it off to Powell. Powell trying to scoot through, running through, driving the pile, and will gain about 3 yards. So this far down, you're in 4-down territory no matter what the situation looks like. Might see Valley City go with like a quick screen pass to the outside to try to just gain half the yards here. Trying to use all 4 downs here instead of setting yourself up for a 4th down and long. Depending on kind of what front you give here from Mayport, I think that's going to determine what Valley City is going to do. If they get a loaded box, Valley City might just try to go to the outside with a pass. If they leave it light, they might try to run it up the middle. They are going to run it up the middle with Powell. Powell, again, just nowhere to go, and he's just going to put 2 hands on the ball and go down at the 30.
Number 2, Powell on the carry.
So now interesting decision coming up for Valley City as McLaughlin coming back into the game. 4th down and 15. I said last time that, 4th down or 3rd and 15 was unlikely to be picked up, so you just run the ball. Valley City quickly made me shut up on that one with a pass over the middle by Hudson Krewald. So he's been the magic man so far in this one, but with the rain coming down, how much do you trust your sophomore quarterback to air this one out? And they are going to go for it with a 4th and 15. So Krewald drawing back to pass, bootlegging out to the right, throws it high, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted on the play by Mayport. And they're getting through some armed tackles and down at the 30. So ultimately it's an interception. It was a one-hand snag by Larson. So an incredible interception there. So Valley City throws an interception, I should say, on 4th down, but essentially would have been the same in terms of placement of the ball if it would have just been a regular turnover on downs. Pass was too high over the middle. So now Mayport gets the ball back and trying to get the offense churned back up. As that's going to be a handoff outside by Doctor, and that'll be a kind of 4-yard gain.
Number 6, Nielsen on the carry.
On 1st down by Nielsen.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and
Locked
6.
down to about 3 minutes to go as Mayport comes to the line of scrimmage out of the I formation. Another handoff, and it's going to be another good run, breaking tackles down to the Mayport 45 and a 1st down.
Number 6, Logan Nielsen on the carry.
So Mayport has gotten the offense going here. Now Valley City going to take a timeout, trying to slow down Mayport, trying to get some breath into their defense. So Valley City takes the timeout, which means we'll take the pause as well. Back here in 60 seconds on KOVC.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Mayport, a couple of quick 1st downs here as they look to get this offense going. Doctor with the handoff, and this will be a stretch play to the outside. Valley City's got it covered pretty well. So gain of 2 on the play, and that'll move us inside 2:40 to go. Mayport's kind of had the offense like Valley City had against Lisbon, where kind of the first couple of 1st downs, they've been able to get some halfway decent yards, but as the drive goes on, it's been the sustainability that's been the issue, and now the rain coming down here and right into the face of the Mayport offense. 2:15 to go in this 3rd quarter. Valley City still up 26-0. Shotgun look here for Mayport. Slinging it deep is Doctor. A little bit underthrown. That one tipped up into the air, and good pass defense by Valley City to force the incompletion. So Doctor trying to air that one down the sideline, but again, he's underthrown a couple of these passes, and Valley City's just done a good job of knocking them away. And really, the game plan seems to be to just give DeBono a chance at the ball, but the problem is that the ball's not coming in high. It's coming in at chest level, which is allowing the smaller Valley City defensive backs to get up there and get their hands on the ball. So 3rd down and 8, shotgun look here for Mayport. Doctor goes with the handoff, the sweep on the outside. Valley City trying to stop him, and the ball's on the deck. Ball is on the deck, being fought for. Interesting to see who jumped on it. Mayport's got it, and they do. It'll be a 4th down and about 6. So it'll be a 4th down and 6 coming up. We've already seen Mayport go for it in a similar situation. Be surprised to not see them go for it this time. So 2nd fumble forced today by Valley City. They've recovered 1. So a 4th down and 6 coming up as the rain starts to fall here at Hannah Field. Doctor in shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right. Zibano over to the left. Doctor slinging it way over the head of everyone, and Zibano just throws his hands up saying, man, I ain't that tall. So Valley City able to force another turnover on downs. As now, if you're the offense, especially with the conditions turning the way they have, this just has to be about ball security. You're up 26-0. You don't get an extra win for winning by more than 26 points. As much as you want to put points up, you just got to remember that the only way Mayport can win this game is if you give them extra possessions. So Krewald coming out here for Valley City. Pistol formation. Trips to the right here. And they go with the handoff here to Powell. Powell trying to make a man miss, and he'll just fall forward here for about a yard.
Number 2, Corbin Powell on the carry.
Surprised that we haven't seen, well, maybe not quite a surprise. McLaughlin, again, went down with that injury after a long catch, so might not be as quite as surprising as I wanted to initially believe that we haven't seen McLaughlin kind of touch the ball here as much as Corbin. Corbin does have a long run under his belt along with a touchdown run. 3 wide receivers to the right here, 1 to the left as we tick inside, 25 seconds to go. And off to Powell. Powell, though, gets eaten up from behind, and this should be the last play of this third quarter. And that'll bring an end here to our third quarter play. So Valley City going to go to the fourth quarter with a 26-0 lead over Mayport CG. We'll be back after this break on KOVC.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Valley City in front 26-0 on our LaRue Locko Financial scoreboard as we begin our fourth quarter of play. Again, I don't expect really Valley City to put this ball in jeopardy too much. Might see him take a shot here on third down, given that the best they can do is run an extra 40 seconds off the clock if they don't pick up this first down. So Krewald with 3 men out to the right and trips. He'll fake the handoff on the pistol, slinging it deep, looking for Derek Shape, and it'll be, oh, what a breakup on the play. Nearly had Derek Shape for what would have been the third touchdown of the game for the Valley City receiver, but a fantastic pass breakup on a pass underthrown, able to stop the game clock at 11:53, and I believe you'll see Valley City back to punt here. Kind of the logical play on this one. You play with your lead, and that's what Valley City is going to do. Corbin's going to boot this one deep and going to be fielded by Mayport as they try to go up the middle here. Valley City's kick coverage has been excellent so far. And another man down for Valley City. Trying to see who that is. Good news is it looks like it's just going to be a cramp, and that is Ty Cordy. That is going to be down. So he'll be attended to. Again, looking like it's just a cramp as he gets stretched out. So we'll be back here after the break here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's chunkier homestyle soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Ty Cordy being helped off the field here. Not putting any pressure on that left leg, it looks like. So Mayport lining up here, trailing 26-0. As Valley City looks to put the finishing touches on a win. Mayport again trying to find a way to get this offense going. It's just been a struggle for them to kind of get any sustainability on that side of the ball. So Doctor back in shotgun, and he'll go with the stretch, and that ball is going to be passed, and that is going to be a pass to the outside. Jabano wailed on from behind by Trey McPartland. That was about as odd of a play as you'll see. It was a quick screen that turned into a wide receiver backwards pass. Jabano then circled way backwards trying to get anything going, and McPartland just jumped on him. So that'll be a second down and about a Lever's Food parking lot to go. That's, I guess when you're down 26, you start finding the plays in the back of the playbook, but that play was pretty much doomed from the start. So same look here for Mayport. Two wide receivers to the left and right. Shotgun formation with the single back. Doctor dropping back under pressure, slinging it deep, and it is almost intercepted. So that'll stop the clock here at 10:43. As the rain, I wouldn't say it's coming down, it's more of a fine mist, as you can see. Then again, I'm not the one out there. The benefits of broadcasting is that you don't have to be out in the rain. You can comment how bad the rain looks without actually having to experience how bad the rain is. So a third down and call it a 25 coming up. Mayport again back in shotgun. Two to the right, two to the left. Doctor dropping back to pass, under pressure, throwing a long pass, and this will be, that's going to be close to pass interference, but not going to be called. The reason I was close to pass interference is that you just kind of lowered the shoulder and hit the receiver before the ball got there. It being overthrown did a nice bit of work to prevent the PI, but again, you go back and film study, it's kind of one of those where it's like, in a situation like that, just let them catch it. It's short, and just give it to them. Last thing we want is to give them a free down. So Jabano back to punt, and this will be not getting quite to midfield. Again, a nice hop for Corbin Powell, and Corbin's going to take this at the 30. And, he's on his feet, 20, 15, 10, 5, and that is a touchdown, Highliners. Sorry for the people watching at home. They ran right into the dead spot of the camera. And we got another flag. More jaw-jacking after the touchdown. They're going to call a flag right before the end zone down at the 5. So, yeah, it's Flag Day here in Valley City. It's also Umbrella Day. In a game that has gotten really chippy, like surprisingly amount of chippy. So we'll see what our officials are going to call. Most likely this takes the kick return back. Valley City's going to get popped for a blindside block. And another unsportsmanlike conduct. And referee's microphone's going out. So Valley City will get the ball. It'll be first down. So blindside block gets called at the 5. So that yardage will get tacked on with the additional 15. So that'll be an interesting thing to talk to Chad Smith about, is how his team has, they played well, but the penalties have been far from acceptable from a coach's perspective. The first drive of this second half kept alive by a couple of very avoidable penalties, a roughing the passer, and then an unsportsmanlike conduct. The blindside block is one thing, but another unsportsmanlike penalty is like, you got them down at this point. It's just, you don't want to risk getting anybody ejected, which is the main thing to take away. So Crewald and Valley City back out here to run the offense, and this will be a pass to Shape, and that one just goes nowhere. Shape was running a little bit of a deeper curl than Crewald thought. That'll move the clock down to about 10:21 to go. So Crewald and Valley City, no points so far here in the second half. Again, playing with a lead, you don't quite play the same way that you do when you're trying to establish a lead. And I'm a bit surprised we haven't just seen Valley City just run the clock here. And you got the feeling they're trying to build confidence going forward, but you also got to learn how to win games as well. Crewald rolling out here to pass, looking deep. Has a target in late and down the field, and that'll be incomplete. And we got a flag down again. Why not? It had been 15 seconds or so without a flag. And I'm not blaming the officials. This has just turned into a very chippy game. This is on both teams more than it is on the officials for all these flags. Seeing what we got here. Personal foul.
Number 23, offense. 15-yard penalty.
So it's a 15-yard penalty on Kayla McLaughlin. I don't know if Valley City took a timeout or just regrouping on the sideline here while the ball gets moved back. So just on this possession, it's 45 yards of penalties. So getting a chance to talk to Chad Smith. I'm sure he'll have a bunch to say about all these penalties. So Valley City facing a second down and a mile. And they'll just hand the ball off here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin able to get through one, running through another, gets down near midfield. Just at some point, you almost got to pull your team aside and be like, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Just the amount of 15-yard penalties in this one is, again, you understand you're fired up. It's homecoming. You're having probably your best performance to date, offensively and defensively. You can't keep giving these penalties away. Two wide receivers out here to the right. Just going to be another run. McLaughlin able to spin out of one. Now running through. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll get a push all the way inside Mayport territory down to about the 45-yard line. And you expect this just to be a punt from Valley City. Again, playing with the lead, no sense in giving them quality field position or risking giving them quality field position. So Corbin back to punt as we tick inside 9 minutes to go with this 4th down and 10. Certainly an interesting drive from Valley City, going from what looked to be a return for a touchdown to a just cavalcade of penalties. And this will be an excellent punt by Powell down at the 5-yard line. So that'll stop the clock. About 8:45 to go.
At the 8-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball in their own 8-yard.
So usually you say the blood starts to boil when we get to hot temperatures, right? That's when, the blood is supposed to start boiling. That's when, tempers get heated. I mean, in this one, it's, temperatures in the 60 with rain. Both teams have now taken on the deposition of wet cats in terms of, how chippy this game has gotten. 8:45 to go as Valley City still in front, 26-0. Mayport operating on their own goal line. Doctor drop back to pass will throw a quick ball in the flat. Valley City's got men there to contain it. Tackle just shy of the 10-yard line. We got another flag down? Yes, we do.
Logan Nielsen, there's a penalty on the field. No penalty on the play.
Oh, no penalty.
Behind the line. 2nd down.
So the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage, which means that there was perhaps a questionable block down the field for offensive pass interference. But because the ball's caught behind the line of scrimmage, you can get away with that type of blocking. So 8:25 to go here in the quarter. Mayport facing about a 2nd down and 8. 3 wide receivers out here to the left. Doctor Throwing a ball in the flat, setting up a pass, and now we're going to have ourselves another flag, and this one going to be incomplete. And we got ourselves another flag. Oh, man.
Patriot pass was incomplete. That'll be a penalty on the play.
So let's see what we got going on here. Got a Mayport player down as well, but they're going to get up and run back into the huddle. Seeing what this is going to be called. All right. We got the referee making hand motions. Or not. Or not. Okay, sweet. All right, it's not a penalty. Everything's good. We're playing third down. Either the microphone died or it just was a picked-up penalty again. So, yeah, this is turning into quite the weird one here in Valley City.
Third and long, Highliner fans, let's make some noise.
So third down and long coming up here for Mayport. Mayport has picked up a couple of third downs in this game on third and longs. Doctor drop back to pass, slinging it deep towards the sideline, and that's going to be intercepted, and it's Derek Shape. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and Derek Shape having himself quite the homecoming game. Derek Shape with an impressive catch there on the sideline, and Valley City will get some nice field position. And guess what? There's no flag. This is the chippiness shown in this game is actually it's quite surprising for Valley City because you don't consider Mayport to be a team that, you know, you'd have animosity towards. You know, like maybe a Jamestown or another team that you're, you know, close with. But I mean, this has been a game where Valley City, you know, they've talked a lot and they backed it up on the field, but not sure they want to be backing it up like they've done on the penalty chart so far. Low snap, Krewald able to scramble out with it. Angling towards the sideline, out of bounds at about the 20. So Krewald able to, or excuse me, Colton Kerlock on the carry. So Colton Gerlach getting some playing time here. And he's trying to make the best out of a bad situation there. So Gerlach into the game for Krewald as Valley City comfortably in front. Hand off up the middle here, and Valley City will be able to get this one down to about the 30. And the running back on that play is going to be Christian Modlin. Modlin, a player I'm very interested to see in the upcoming years. Listed as a quarterback and linebacker, but 6 foot, 177 pounds. Be a very interesting running back prospect. Especially Valley City going to need to replace their probably top 2 running backs with Corbin Powell and McLaughlin, both being seniors. So as we tick inside 7.5 minutes to go, Valley City still comfortably in front of Mayport CG on their way to the second win of the season. Handoff. Nope, they fake the handoff, and that's just going to be a massive hit. And, well, Gerlach going to learn quickly that in a situation like that, better to just kind of give yourself up and get low rather than take a shot like that. So loss of 4 on the play. This will bring up a 4th down and 15. So he continues just to milk this clock. This has been a relatively slow-moving fourth quarter for the type of game it's been with a very lopsided score. Valley City, of course, with the penalties and has backed themselves up a few times, which has stopped the clock. And Mayport's gotten a decent amount of chances to try to be able to apply pressure to Valley City, but the defense has been far too strong today. So 4th down and 15 coming up. Gerlach drop back to pass, scrambling, has some room. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and he's going to get out of bounds. Don't know if he quite got to the sticks, but gotta love the hustle from the young man. Yeah, it looks like they are going to give him the first down. So Colton Gerlach getting the first down, and what a scramble by the young man. Pulling it down on a 4th and 15, bootlegs out to the left, nowhere to pass to, takes off and runs, and able to pick up the first down, so that'll stop the clock at 6:22. So Girdlock back here in under the center in a single back formation. Going to roll to his right, trying to escape, and he'll just heave it away and looking to get to the end zone. Man was in the vicinity, also outside the tackle box, so don't have to worry about the intentional grounding there. They're running a lot of bootleg stuff with Girdlock, and he's got good mobility. Just not quite able to fully escape from the pressure. So 26-0 with 6:16 left to go here in this ball game. Valley City's reserves trying to get themselves on the scoreboard here. Valley City scored 30 against Sargent County Central. A touchdown would be a new season high in points. Ball on the deck. Girdlock has it. Going to take off and run. Sprint to the outside. Gets tripped up. Falling forward and near the first down marker. Gain of about 9. So it's been unconventional at times for Girdlock. And the scoreboard has not moved. Still at 6:16. So, yeah, we forgot to start the scoreboard. Wonder how long they're going to realize that it hasn't been going. There it goes. So Valley City gets an extra 20 or so seconds to work with here after the late start on the scoreboard. 3rd down and 1. Girdlock under center. Hands it off to Maudlin. Maudlin fighting forward here. Believe he's going to be short of the first down marker. So finally down to about 5:45 to go here in this contest. So a 4th down and a long 2 coming up for Valley City. So Girdlock has done a good job with his feet on this drive. Wouldn't be surprised you see him try to boot it out of here again. Going to be a single back look for Valley City. Girdlock going to boot out here to the left. In space trying to run towards the pylon and touchdown. So Girdlock boots out to the left and a good job running on the play. And Valley City has a new high in points for the season at 32. Impressed what we saw there from Girdlock using his feet. Able to run and keep going and just keep angling into the end zone there. So impressed what you see from Girdlock using his feet. Interesting to kind of run a lot of kind of naked bootlegs from that side, from the single back look. So different formation there, but ultimately it worked for Valley City as Girdlock will get his first rushing touchdown of the year. That'll stop the clock here with 5:08. Valley City lining up here for a 2-point conversion. Girdlock under center will roll out here to his right, throwing it to the end zone, and that'll be knocked away. So, yeah, the only thing you can really take away is the conversion game, the point after attempts and the 2-point conversions, and the penalties. So 2-point conversions, penalties. Outside of that, it's been a pretty flawless day for Valley City, as they have really just taken it to the Mayport's EG Patriots in this game. And we'll be back here after this break on KOVC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
So Valley City up 32-0 with a little over 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. That's a great job for Valley City, just never really allowing Mayport to get established in this one. Just defense played well. Obviously, going to talk to Chad Smith next Thursday. He'll obviously have a lot to say, I assume, about the penalties, but definitely something for Valley City to build off of. as they played extremely well. Now they go for an onside kick, and that'll be a little bit of hard feelings right there, as that's a big shot to give to the down man on that one. And I don't know about that one. You're trying to get some stuff in, but you got 5 minutes to go. You're up now by nearly 5. You're up here now by nearly 5 scores. I think you're up by 4 scores right now. The most you can be up by right now is 32. So you're up by a full 4 scores. It's just, on a play like that, you got guys in there trying to, make a play, and it's just stuff like that happens. I don't know if I can get behind, that onside kick right there. That one just, that's a situation I think easily could have been avoided. So we'll be back here after the injury timeout here on KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Well, this handshake line could get interesting after the game. That is Maddox Mock that is down. It'll be 45-yard line here for the Patriots, and it's just, you get what you're trying to do, give the young kids some exciting plays to work with. It's just, I don't know if that was the time or the place for the onside kick, and the hit that followed, just, that's one that could leave a little bit of hard feelings. High formation look here for the Patriots. They run this one, and Valley City will have this one stuffed pretty well. In on tackle for Valley City.
Number 23, Brogan Erickson on the carry.
Trying to see who that is.
Brought down in the backfield by Trevor Mathias.
Trevor Mathias picking up the tackle.
Second and about 13 for the Patriots.
Don't have him listed on my roster sheet, but Mathias coming in and making the tackle. So you're just hoping that what was a very, I think, preventable situation there does not boil over, because there was a long glare with the head coach from Mayport coming out to come get his player afterwards. That's going to be a toss play to the outside here for the Patriots, trying to get some space, and they'll get enough here. Oh, no, ball's on the deck, and I think Valley City's got it. And it will be Valley City ball, as it looked like it was going to be close to a first down, but you just saw an object in the backfield, and it was the ball. And third turnover forced on the day by Valley City. 4:02 left to go here in the game. So Gerlach helped lead a touchdown drive for Valley City with his feet last time around. He'll head back out there again for Valley City. So Valley City ran a lot out of the single back look with Gerlach. Used a lot of naked bootlegs with Maudlin in the backfield. Now let's just give it to Maudlin. Maudlin surges forward, dragging the pile, and he'll get about a 7-yard tote.
Number 40, Maudlin on the carry.
Maudlin, again, just a interesting prospect, because you kind of got to almost look at the depth chart or at your roster in a way that, how to best utilize the players you have, because if, Krewald is your long-term quarterback going forward, he's a sophomore, so the only time that Maudlin would play as a quarterback would be his senior, if, of course, Krewald remains healthy the entire way. They'll actually give him a 5-yard carry on that one. So that's why I was talking about Modlin as a potential running back. Gerlach now going to scramble to the outside, has some room, and he can scoot a little bit. He's down the sideline, folks. He's at the 20, and he'll fumble the ball, and that'll be recovered. So Valley City has turned it over twice as well. So both teams have started to experience the dangers of playing in the rain as ball has started to scoot out of the hands of each respective side. Not a bad carry there by Gerlach. Gerlach just kind of lost it going down the sideline. So we'll be down here to about 3 minutes to go. Mayport comes back out for another drive. And, yeah, out of all the quarters so far, this one has probably been the longest in terms of just total time spent. And it's kind of just been a sloppy quarter, a lot of penalties, some jaw-jacking going on, and I think both teams just trying to get out of this game at this point without any more incidents. Mayport draw back to pass, sling it over the middle, and that'll be nearly intercepted on the play. That'll stop the clock here at 2:28. So Valley City going to improve to 2-3 on the year, and you got to be kind of, I would say, very encouraged by what you've seen from the offense. And, folks, it's actually just going to be a running clock the rest of the way. So, running clock the rest of the way. Patriots are going to fall to 0-5, and going to be an interesting conversation next week with Chad Smith talking about how his team played in the first half and what, happened in the second half with the penalties and all that. Going to definitely be some stuff to go over on film study. And now we'll have ourselves a timeout called by Mayport. So timeout taken here, 32-0 lead. Back here in a little bit, 1:40 to go.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
So we come back from timeout, and we have ourselves a penalty. This time, not the unsportsmanlike variety, but it's just going to be an encroachment penalty. So that'll make it a 2nd down and 5 here for Mayport. So Valley City got to be very impressed with how the defense played. Offensively, love to see the passing game get going, especially in rainy conditions. Felt like and we'll have ourselves another penalty. And this will be a false start, and this game just refuses to end. It's a minute, it's a running clock, and coaches are trying, be coaches and get stuff right. So we call a timeout, which, of course, stops the running clock. So now out of this, we have 2 penalties that just cancel each other out. So now we finally get a playoff. Mayport rolling out here to the right. Now they're going to continue to run, and nice tackle to make it a 3rd down and 9, and after all that, the game clock finally gets started again. So 3rd down and 9 coming up.
The number 34, Hunter Undum.
Hunter Undum in on the tackle.
Third and long, Highlander fans, let's make some noise.
So this likely the last offensive play of the game here for Mayport. Unless they want to try to hurry to the line of scrimmage after this. Shotgun formation here for the Patriots. Dropping back to pass. Looking deep and going deep. They got a man, and that's going to fall incomplete. Clock going to continue to run down to 40 seconds. So Mayport can punt this away. The game clock or the play clock is still going to mandate at least one more play.
Number 4, Larson's pass falls incomplete.
Larson's pass just a bit too far out in front. But the story of the day for Valley City is the performance by Derek Shape. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the day, and just ultimately a day to remember for a senior on senior day for Valley City. So the Patriots are going to run one more offensive play here. Shotgun formation, dropping back the pass. Under pressure, scrolling out to his right. Ball at the horn will be caught, so that'll be a deep pass play, but ultimately that'll finally bring it into things here in Valley City. 32-0. Valley City wins, and it'll go to 2-3 on the year. And we'll be back here with our post-game show after this break here on KOVC.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's chunkier homestyle soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Valley City wins 32-0 over the Mayport CG Patriots in what was a complete domination nearly from start to finish. The game started off with a couple of 3-and-outs from Valley City, but ultimately special teams played their part, got Valley City some short fields in that first half and punched them in with Caleb McLaughlin and Corbin Powell for 2 touchdowns. And then the defense able to buckle down, get you a stop, and Mayport punch the ball, get you pinned right at about the 15-yard line. Then you hit a big play over the middle, big touchdown throwing catch from Derek Shape from Hudson Krewald for 6 points. That makes it a 3-score game. And then, your defense comes up big again, gives you good field position. You drive, you're able to get the stop. You drive the ball down the midfield with, about, I would say, a little bit over a minute to go. Hudson Krewald hits another pass to Derek Shape, who runs away from everyone for a touchdown, makes it 26-0. And then, kind of that second half, it felt like Valley City very easily could have put up a lot more points, but it was a lot of self-inflicted injuries or a lot of self-inflicted mistakes, some penalties, all that. I mean, you had a punt return for a touchdown wiped out by blindside block, and then you get an unsportsmanlike conduct. There are far too many 15-yard penalties from Valley City in this one. And, I'll talk to Chad Smith, of course, on Thursday about this, and he'll, most likely agree. He's probably enthralled with, the energy that his team played with, but ultimately you got to have, a bit more you got to have a bit more control over that energy, let's say. But ultimately, the seniors get to go out of here with a win on homecoming, and you got to like what you saw really from Hudson Krewald. I mean, he's gotten better every single game that he's played, did a great job passing the ball, running the ball. Maybe didn't quite get the consistency that you wanted, but Corbin Powell did, give you some good returns on special teams, gave you a big run. And ultimately, though, this game's going to be defined by how Derek Shape played. 2 long touchdown catches, both over 40 yards. He probably had close to well over 130 yards receiving on this game. He had 130 yard receiving on just those 2 touchdown passes. But you got to be just impressed with how he played in this one. Getting those 2 touchdown passes go along with those 2 interceptions. Always like to see a senior play well on homecoming. So big day for Derek Shape, and ultimately a big day for Valley City. Of course, this has been a very turbulent season so far here for the Highliners, but able to pick up a win like this certainly makes you feel good. You get an opportunity to go into Hillsborough Central Valley next week. They just lost 6-0 to the Northern Cass Jaguars, and then you get Ellendale Edgeley Colm, and then you feel like that you got a chance here if you're Valley City to get hot. You get your win over Mayport. If you can find a way to steal one against HCV, then you get Oaks at home, and then you get Northern Cass at home on the road. You feel like if you can kind of close out this season 3-4, that you got a chance to build some momentum going into perhaps a playoff appearance. But, you just got to put one thing in front of the other here. And ultimately, I mean, this is the best that I saw Valley City look. Again, Sargent County, it was just very clear that Sargent County just couldn't handle the size of Valley City. This was a game where it was far more, just good execution from Valley City that won this game. Containing the run outside, they did a really good job of that, setting the edge, got a lot of quarterback pressure there. So, ultimately, there are things to take care of. Can't commit that many penalties, but you win 32-0, and Hudson Creole has a good day passing the ball. You run the ball well and get good special teams. So, ultimately, good day on all three facets of the game. You just got to clean up those penalties. So 32-0 win for Valley City. Again, they will be taking on Hillsborough Central Valley next week at 7 p.m. So thank you all for tuning in today. This is Jerry Edwards for KOVC signing off. For those of you listening on KOVC Live, thank you for tuning in. For those of you listening on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC, we'll have some more great music coming up right after this break. This is Jerry Edwards signing off.